he gets caught in a trap outside. Inside the house, Doolittle is playing chess with mice, living all by himself with his animal friends. Polly the parrot flies in and tells Doolittle that a boy named Tommy has arrived, bringing an injured squirrel with him. Doolittle is annoyed and grumpily refuses to meet any humans. Our story begins with a man named Doolittle. He has a truly amazing gift. He can talk to animals. He becomes so incredibly famous that even the Queen of England hears about his wonderful talent. As a special reward, she gifts Doolittle a large house and a sanctuary, so he has a safe place to use his skills to care for and cure animals in need. Doolittle falls deeply in love with a girl named Lily, who is a brilliant explorer. Together, they travel to the most distant parts of the world to help animals. They enjoy their life together so much that they decide to get married, and they are truly happy. But then, tragedy strikes. A terrible storm hits, and Lily is lost at sea. Doolittle is heartbroken. He loses all interest in his life and stops helping the animals. He wants to quit everything, and his beautiful sanctuary is on the verge of closing down forever. Meanwhile, we meet a boy named Tommy. Tommy is different from the other kids. While most people seem to love hunting animals, Tommy actually loves them. One day, his family takes him into the forest for a hunt. He accidentally injures a squirrel. His father, cold and uncaring, tells him to kill it, but Tommy just can't do it. He tries his best to save the little creature. Suddenly, a bird appears and seems to tell him to follow it. Tommy follows the bird and arrives at Doolittle's sanctuary. But as he's running away in a panic, he gets caught in a trap outside. Inside the house, Doolittle is playing chess with mice, living all by himself with his animal friends. Polly the parrot flies in and tells Doolittle that a boy named Tommy has arrived, bringing an injured squirrel with him. Doolittle is annoyed and grumpily refuses to meet any humans. Thankfully, a young girl named Rose, who is the daughter of the Queen's lady-in-waiting, approaches Tommy and kindly brings him inside. When Doolittle sees the poor squirrel in so much pain, his heart finally melts. He asks his animal friends to prepare the operating table immediately. Tommy watches in complete amazement as he sees Doolittle talking to all the animals. Right then and there, Tommy decides he wants to stay and learn how to communicate with them too. Doolittle successfully saves the squirrel's life, and for the first time in a long time, there's a spark of kindness in the house. Rose then tells Doolittle that the Queen is very sick and desperately needs his help. She warns him that if the Queen dies, Doolittle will lose his sanctuary forever. Doolittle heads to the palace with his friends. Dr. Blair is already there, and he looks quite angry to see so many animals entering the Queen's room. Doolittle asks his loyal dog, Jip, to sniff the Queen and find out what is wrong. Jip sniffs carefully and says he has never smelled anything like this before. He tells Doolittle that the Queen was most likely poisoned. Doolittle then speaks to an octopus in the room's aquarium. The octopus reveals that the Queen was poisoned after she drank some tea. Doolittle realizes exactly what has happened. He informs the palace that she was poisoned with a plant called nightshade. Without an antidote, the Queen will not survive, and the only cure is a rare fruit. Doolittle decides he must go find it. He leaves Jip behind to protect the Queen and sets off on his grand adventure. Tommy asks to join the mission, but Doolittle firmly tells him to go home. Tommy listens, but he doesn't give up. That night, a bird returns for him. Tommy rides on a giraffe to catch up with Doolittle. They reach the docks just as Doolittle's ship is sailing away. Tommy jumps from a bridge and barely makes it onto the ship. Doolittle is furious and asks why Polly the bird brought a human along. He shouts that he doesn't need any help, but Polly wisely tells him that he shouldn't be alone. Meanwhile, the Queen's advisor is secretly planning to kill her with the help of a corrupt doctor. The advisor orders Dr. Blair to follow Doolittle and stop him. They want to make sure Doolittle never finds the cure so the Queen will die. As Doolittle sails, he sees a large ship following them. It's Dr. Blair, sent to destroy their mission. Doolittle quickly calls a giant whale and ties his ship to it. The whale pulls them along so fast that they leave Blair far behind. They head to an island where Doolittle must find a secret book that contains a map leading to the rare fruit. However, there's a catch. Doolittle and the island's king are old enemies because Lily was the king's daughter. Doolittle and Tommy wear disguises and sneak into the palace. Ants and flies help them find the room where the book is kept. The book is behind a locked gate that is very hard to open, so Tommy uses a dragonfly to help him reach it. Inside that room, the king is sleeping, surrounded by lions. Tommy moves very carefully, but the dragonfly makes a noise. A lion wakes up, and then the king wakes up too. Doolittle and Tommy are caught and thrown into prison. The king takes Tommy away, and a vicious lion is sent to Doolittle's cell to kill him. Tommy manages to send a message with the dragonfly, telling the animals on the ship that they are in great danger. Polly tells the animals, and they immediately launch a rescue mission. The animals reach the palace just as the lion attacks. Doolittle's gorilla friend fights the lion to save him. The gorilla frees Doolittle, and they look for Tommy. Tommy manages to escape with the secret book in his hands. They run back to the ship, but Dr. Blair is waiting there. Blair damages their ship and steals the book from them. The king hears the whole story and finally forgives Doolittle for what happened to Lily. He even gives them a new ship to help them finish their journey. Doolittle asks the whales to help him track Dr. Blair's ship. They follow them and arrive at the island where the fruit grows. They cross a dangerous mountain and find a hidden cave. Blair is already inside. He traps Doolittle and the animals again. Blair laughs, bragging about his power, when suddenly a strange light appears. It's a terrifying dragon. The angry dragon attacks and kills Blair and his men. The dragon then grabs Doolittle, ready to eat him. Doolittle bravely talks to the dragon and sees that the poor thing is in pain. He promises to heal the dragon if he lets them go. Doolittle discovers that the dragon's stomach is blocked. He removes several night shields from the dragon's belly that had been causing him terrible pain for many years. Once the pain is finally gone, the dragon is so thankful that he leads them to the rare fruit, and they take it. Meanwhile, back at the castle, the queen is about to die. Doolittle and his animals arrive at the very last second. The evil advisor and his guards try to block their way, not wanting Doolittle to reach the queen. The queen is so weak she cannot even speak. The men capture the animals, but Tommy escapes and gives the cure to her. After drinking the juice, the queen instantly feels better. Rose is overjoyed to see her mother healthy again. Doolittle proves that the advisor was the one who poisoned her. The queen orders the advisor to be arrested and punished for his crimes. With the queen safe and the truth revealed, Doolittle reopens his sanctuary, and it is full of happy animals once again.